stop. It's the Boater Map, live, making the most of your nautical lifestyle. Ease down the ramp and plot your course to the best boating info in Southwest Florida. On 1240 and 1270 The Fan. And now your hosts, Captain Chris, Johnny Outboard, and Patty P.
It's getting a little old here. I'm getting old.
How old?
Crazy John alongside Captain Chris, still doing that. What was he doing? Ecological barnacle research?
That's right. Barnacle research.
But you found him yesterday, didn't you?
I was back in the weeds fishing like I always do.
Yeah, but
And there he was.
you mean you found him in the weeds?
It was kind of like, he was down there getting with it.
In fishing terms, that means what?
Well, he was trying his best to catch one of those wily little fishes.
And that would be what? The bass tournament.
That would be the bass tournament in Cape Coral yesterday.
Sponsored by who was out there? What's a big sponsor for that?
The big sponsor was the sheriff's department, actually. Even the sheriff had showed up yesterday to show his support, and all the money for the donations goes to help things for the sheriff's department.
What do you mean, like guns and stuff?
Well, not necessarily, just funds that they do.
Kits
for the
to
community.
test crack cocaine?
I hope not.
Oh. They met that. You ever see that episode of what was it? What was that? What's that guy that talks like this? I'll tell you what, Bobby. What is that? Not Family Guy. The other one.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about, but don't.
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
Yeah, Hank Hill. He bought some crack cocaine, used it for bass bait. You ever see that?
No, but you sound just like him.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Bobby. Okay, you're listening to the Boater Map live on 1240 and 1270. That is The Fan. You can reach us at 338-4326 each week, each and every week. We are sponsored by ICYS, Image Charter and Yacht Sales. They are located on McGregor. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Now, you know about Image Charter and Yacht Sales?
Oh, it's a great place. I heard a lot of good things in the community about it. And I know they're going places. They're growing pretty big.
Yeah, and they can take you on on like one of those cruises to wherever you want to go. Cruise
Exactly.
and load you up with wine, women, and song.
Like 20 people can go. Can't they?
They can.
Yes, they can.
They can. And it's you can go for a day, or you can go for a weekend, or you can go for a week.
Wow.
That's if you have a lot of money.
Yeah.
You can listen to us online at thefan.am, and that's the way to stream us online. We want to say a special shout out to Captain Chris and Patty P. They are coming back from Bradenton. Their son was doing some extracurricular activity.
Wow.
As 16-year-olds would do. His name is Christian. He was, from what I understand, engaging in shenanigans with the other young men that are on this baseball trip.
What shenanigans mean?
What shenanigans?
Mm-hmm.
What 16-year-old boys do.
Oh, okay.
They punch each other. They trash hotel rooms.
Then what happened?
The only people that trash hotel rooms are 16-year-old boys and old 70s rock bands.
Oh, wow. I can imagine.
Yeah. You don't know nothing but fishing, do you? That's all you got. That's all you got. Well, anyway, so Christian, while engaging with shenanigans with the other young men, wrenched his neck or sprained his neck. How the heck do you sprain your neck?
Do not
You
know.
don't know because all you know is fishing.
That's it. Fishing.
And you can't sprain your neck by casting a line.
You might can. What if I turn and there's a big fish on?
You could.
Yeah.
Or cast netting.
Or cast netting.
You
yes.
could do that. Anyway, this is the Boater Map live on 1240, 1270 The Fan. We are an extra hour this morning. We will be going to the big hour of 9 o'clock. We want to thank our producer, Paul, each and every week for answering the phones. And he actually produces the show. What that means, you'd have to call him and ask him. And you can reach him at 338-4326. We'll be doing some giveaways. We'll be starting off. Let's start off with some bait and tackles. Let's talk about your store first. What is your store?
Our store is a full-service bait and tackle shop located in Cape Coral, Florida. Open every day, 7 days a week. All your baiting needs, freshwater and saltwater. And we'll be there if you need us.
I'm a little disappointed in you this morning.
Oh, wow. Why?
Because you were able to expound on, you talked for 15 minutes about, well, you didn't even mention the name of your store.
You did. You said crazy lure.
But you are the crazy lure. You're the crazy guy. You're Crazy John.
Okay, hang on. Let's start it over. Here we go. Crazy lure. This is Crazy John.
All right.
You like that better?
Not really, but go ahead.
All right. Well,
So you got all kinds of bait. What did you use yesterday at the bass tournament?
yesterday at the bass tournament, we used plastic worms, crankbaits, spinnerbaits, topwater lures.
Okay, now slow down now. Let's say we're talking to a novice person that is going out for their first bass fishing experiment. They're in your store, Crazy Lure, located at
4839 Vincent Street in Cape Coral.
okay, and they're saying to you, Crazy John, I'm going on my first bass excursion. I'm going to catch me some bass.
Right.
What should I use for bait?
You know, if they're on their first trip, probably would tell them to use some live worms. The reason why, because artificial baits, what I just told you, plastic worms, spinner baits, topwater lures, are all artificial baits, which are a little bit harder to master in the beginning than your live bait. So I'd probably tell them to grab a pack of worms, a hook and a float, and go out there and see what they can do.
You know, you've done, of course, you've fished everything, right? You've done every type of fishing.
Just about it, yes.
Have you ever been up north and done deep sea fishing?
I've done deep sea fishing.
Here or up north?
Both.
Have you seen the sea worms up there north
Yes,
that they use for bait?
I have.
That actually have skulls and faces and teeth?
They look kind of weird.
They're nasty. And they can bite you.
Yeah, you drove them on a hook, they come back and bite you.
They do.
Yeah.
They're nasty. It's like it takes all the fun out of fishing because it's like you're taking an alien creature. They're large, too, and putting them on the hook, and they don't want to be on the hook. Of course, nobody wants to be on a hook. But
no, the bait bites back up there.
Oh,
Wow.
I tell you what, boy. All right, so I've got that. Now, what do I use for a rod and reel to bass fish?
You know, you don't have to have anything real special. The same thing that you use in the salt water, the spinning reels, that'll work. And a lot of people just use the exact same reels and rods they have in the salt water with the same line on it. They use the braided line with a monofilament leader or a fluorocarbon leader, and they just cross over and go and put their bass lures on it.
Okay, 338-4326, 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Sponsored each and every week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Okay, so you're out there. Is that all I need? That's all I need for a day of bass fishing?
Well, if you're just starting out.
I'm just starting out. We're just starting out.
I would say you can get that, or you can get some what they call shiners, which are little minnows.
Yeah.
That you can also live bait. Just when you're starting out is the easiest way to catch a fish. You know, we want the young people, the beginners, to go out there and have fun. It grows the enthusiasm for them.
So why do people go from live bait to artificial bait?
Well, as you mentioned, we was in a tournament yesterday. Mm-hmm. In a tournament, you're not allowed to use live bait. You have to use artificial.
So it makes it more of a challenge.
Exactly.
So you got to know what works. You got to know what lure works, what rubber worm works.
Exactly.
So, okay.
For the given conditions, you want to use certain bait.
Now, according to Captain Chris, not anybody can bass fish. Is that true?
I'd say he's dead on with that.
He is. Why? What makes a bass fisherman different than a snook fisherman or a grouper fisherman? Well, that's obvious, saltwater, but any other freshwater fish?
Well, without getting in too much trouble here, when you
what do you mean too much trouble?
Well, the saltwater guys are probably going to call in and kill us, but the artificial side of fishing for bass is way harder than dropping a live bait down for a grouper or something. So you have that aspect of it, and bass are really fickle when it comes to living in Florida. They live in shallow water. A little cold front will come through, and they'll change their attitudes and everything.
Attitudes?
Yeah, they have
attitudes. It's a freaking fish.
They have an attitude.
They do? All right.
Yes.
So you're liking this to, let's say, if I'm in Montana and I'm on a early morning stream and I've got my waders on and I'm fly fishing. So there's technique.
There's technique to it. Very, very good analogy there.
Thank you.
I might even say nicely done.
Thank you very much. For a non-fisherman guy that's just a radio guy, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're learning. You're doing pretty good.
All right. So what's the technique in is it in the casting? Is it in the what do you call the process of reeling in? Do you have this a name for that?
No, I call it reeling the fish in. But the technique, that was exactly what it is. It's the more you do it, the scenario, the better you get. learning to flip under docks, learning to put your lure in a certain spot the size of a coffee can or something like
Wow.
that.
Really?
That's where the fish hide, way up under a dock, way up under a log, in the weeds. A lot of people can't get their lure there to present it to them. So they have a problem with that, and therefore they're not catching that fish. The people that can do that and master that skill, they have a better chance of catching more fish.
Speaking of mastering a skill, another great bait and tackle place is down on Bonita Beach Road in Bonita, and that's Master Bait and Tackle.
Yes, it is, and it's a very good place. I love going there. I've been there before. Very unique shop. Then they have all kind of neat T-shirts.
They do.
Yeah, and if you're down in Bonita Beach Way, I'd highly recommend you going.
What's
by
the
there.
address, John?
The address is 4465 Bonita Beach Road.
All these people that we talk about can be found on the boatermap.com website, or like us on the Facebook at the Boater Map. And you can see all the different advertisers that take part in this show and that we talk about. And pardon me, another place on the way out to Pine Island is Debbie and Dave at D&D Tackle. D&D bait and tackle, and they are located on the right hand side, just as you're going before the bridge. Just as you go out there on the right hand side. That's a place. You know what I like about that place is it gets the feel of, I don't know. Did you ever watch the Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah, a little bit.
And how everybody hang out at Floyd's Barbershop.
Yeah, they have the picnic tables.
They have the
back
picnic.
there.
Yeah.
They, the captains are drinking coffee in the morning. You got 3 or 4 coolers over there. They got their Powerade, their water in there, and they're sharing stories. They also have 2 boat ramps for you there.
They do.
So it's a fun place to hang out. You want to learn something? Go see D&D Bait and Tackle.
Now, how did you in the bass tournament that you were in yesterday to benefit the Lee County Sheriff's Department? Did they have a first, second, and third place?
I believe so. First place.
You didn't get anything, did you?
Not this time.
How did Captain Chris do? Do you know?
Captain Chris did pretty good. We both did pretty good. I think we was around 5-6 pounds for our limit.
So everybody's catching fish.
Well, no, it was a tough day. If you had 5 to 6 pounds, you did pretty good yesterday, which is a low weight considered your limit is 5 fish.
And what was the winner last year? You were the winner last year, weren't you?
No, a couple years ago I was the winner, and we had my first fish of the tournament was a 9-pounder, and I don't even think it took right at 9 pounds to win this year.
And how many did you catch out of you caught all 5? You
Yes.
caught 5 fish?
Yeah,
Did Chris catch 5?
Yeah, I believe he weighed 5 fish in.
So he's not too shabby of a bass fisherman.
Well, I was kind of impressed. I wasn't so sure, but he looks like he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he caught his limit.
He looks more like a professional wrestler than he does.
That's what I told you. He was in the weeds. I was getting kind of scared.
But that's good to be in the weeds in bass fishing.
That's right.
See?
Yeah, he was in the weeds doing it.
All right, so that's good. Well, let's talk more about bait and tackle. We can go where to? We can go out to. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I was going to send you over to Cape Tool and Tackle on Pine Island Road here in Cape Coral, Florida. Go see Wayne and all the friends down there for all your tackle needs. He's got rods and reels and all kind of artificial baits for you. So he's located on 405 Northeast Pine Island Road.
Okay, 338-4326 is our number, 338-4326. You want to take part in the Boater Map live show, give us a call. Listen to us online at thefan.am. And we are sponsored each and every week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Another place, they don't specialize in bait, and they don't have much tackle, but it's a great place to go. And that's the Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant. They do a bike night out there. They have live music. They have ethanol-free gas. They have daily food specials, a convenience store, and you can dock your boat right there.
Yeah, it's a great. When I'm fishing, sometimes I go up there and put the boat in. They offer a little bit bait and tackle for you, but it's more about the atmosphere there. And coming off the water and having a good time. So I love that place.
Okay, what about down at Diversified Yacht Sales? There's a bait and tackle in there, isn't there?
I believe.
I think it's Dick's Bait and Tackle.
Yes, it is. Located right under the Fort Myers Beach Bridge, that is.
Yeah. You ever been that store?
I have not been to this one, but here it's a great place. They have fuel bait. They have a ship store, fishing tackle, snacks and sodas. Everything you need is Dick's Bait and Tackle. Located at 703 Fisherman's Wharf.
Right. That's right in the Diversified building.
That's right in the Diversified building. Yes,
It is. Okay.
What a nice building that is, too.
Right. Now, tell us a little bit more about what time did you get out on the water yesterday?
Well, they wanted us there at 5 o'clock, but yeah, that didn't work for me.
Captain Chris wasn't there at 5 o'clock.
Probably not.
I can tell you that right now.
So I said I'm the last boat in all the tournaments. I like to sleep late.
And that might be an advantage, too.
Well, they draw numbers out, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what if you draw a number out and you're not there?
You get passed by, you got to go to the back of the field.
Huh. Wow.
You won't get the premium fishing spot you need.
You ever been to Marine Trading Post?
Yes, I have.
What do you tell us
Go
about
there all
that
the
place?
time.
What's your experience here?
Wow, Marine Trading Post. If you need anything for your boat, anything project that you're working on, they will have it for you. They have fiberglass. You could go on and on for 15 minutes about the services they offer there. If you need anything for your boat, go there. They got used parts, new parts. They can help you out.
And they're right on Old 41 in North Fort Myers. That's Marine Trading Post on Old 41. That's Business 41. And once again, all these advertisers you can see on the Boater Map, theboatermap.com, or check us out on the Facebook at the Boater Map and like us on there. Share us with your friends. 338-4326, 338-4326. And listen to us on live at thefan.am. We're brought to you each and every week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the waters, from the ocean side, rather. Okay, now we're going to take a break in a minute, and when we do, when we come back, we're going to talk about other things that we're going to be talking about on the Boater Map Live. And this show is going to, well, let's save it for after the break, shall we? So we're going to take a small pause for the cause, as they used to say in radio years ago. Once again, you're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales has been Southwest Florida's premier charter and yacht broker for over 30 years. They can custom tailor your cruise aboard your very own private yacht. For a day, evening, or week-long trip, they can provide what you're looking for. These all-inclusive charters are just waiting. Let them show you Florida from the water side. And if you're looking to purchase, they offer quality vessels that are realistically priced, and they provide unsurpassed service. Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Call 954-816-0171 or find them online at imageyachtcharters.com.
Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard, Cape Coral Parkway. Winner of Best Seafood Market in Southwest Florida. Eat in or take out. This is the freshest seafood in town. Lobster Lady is Cape Coral's premier seafood market and bistro. Fresh fish, delicious shrimp, scallops, crab, and Lobster Lady's famous live North Atlantic lobster. I suggest starting with the famous lobster bisque with 2 ounces of chunked sweet fresh lobster on top. Lobster Lady's newly expanded bar features beers from around the world and a wine menu including varietals by the glass. Celebrate living in paradise. Visit LobsterLadySeafood.com for more information and specials.
Hey, Mary Beth here, the Lobster Lady. And fresh seafood and good wine are my passions. Come in and see our new bar and enjoy the best reasons to live on the Gulf. Seafood. Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
The Lobster Lady, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard and Cape Coral Parkway. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
Sailfish boats at Boaters Landing are built to last. There's no safer or more versatile boat on the water. Sailfish models from 19 to 32 feet available. The Sailfish is great for everything, from tournament fishing to family fun. Powered by Yamaha 4-stroke outboards. Come see the 2014 Sailfish models today at Boaters Landing. Sailfish, demand the difference.
Are you looking for the best bike night on Wednesdays? You'll find it at Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant on Matt Lachey. Old Fish House features fresh off-the-boat seafood in an old Florida atmosphere. Live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights. Plus, Saturdays are exciting Saturdays, featuring a different surprise every week. Old Fish House is right on the water in Matt Lachey, 4530 Pine Island Road, just after the Matt Lachey Bridge. From our docks to your table, you won't find fresher seafood. Like them on Facebook or visit oldfishhousemarina.com.
Welcome to Gulf Coast Suzuki Marine Sales and Service and Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida. Gulf Coast Suzuki is the home of the $59 an hour labor rate. That's right, certified marine repair on any vessel for only $59 per hour. Plus, if you're tired of that old boat and want a newer used boat or a brand new vessel, Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida has your boat, as we are a factory direct outlet. That's 2 great companies and 2 great locations in the Cape. 44 3419 Del Prado Boulevard and 2635 Pine Island Road. Visit our website or call us at 855-355-BOAT.
The party never ends at Junkanoo on the Beach. Open daily at 11:30 a.m., Junkanoo on the Beach is a full-service restaurant and bar offering open-air dining overlooking the white sandy beach on the Gulf of Mexico, both inside and outside seating, and featuring discounted appetizers every Saturday from 11:30 till 3, plus half-price pizza every Sunday from 11:30 till 3. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6. Junkanoo on the Beach, 3040 Estero Boulevard, Fort Myers Beach. Online at junkanooonthebeach.com.
If motorcycles are your passion, you already know about the Biker Map. Distributed in over 500 Southwest Florida locations, the Biker Map is chock full of your favorite night spots, eateries, and motorcycle sales, service, and repair shops. Now, Biker Map Live is on the air.
Hey, this is Chris with the Biker Map. Be sure to check out the Biker Map Live, making the most of your ride on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, every Sunday morning from 8 to 9.
What do you call your favorite little seafood restaurant with a sports problem? In Cape Coral, they call it the Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar. From the Caribbean to the Cape, the Twisted Conch has you covered with delicious seafood favorites like fresh grouper, mahi-mahi, salmon, or ahi tuna. Enjoy coconut shrimp, bacon-wrapped shrimp, firecracker shrimp, or succulent sea scallops, and cooked-to-order hand-packed burgers, too. Great drink specials, NFL, and college football and live entertainment Thursday through Saturday. The Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar on Southeast 47th Terrace in Cape Coral. To find the fish, you've got to have the right equipment, and that starts with the right boat. Fort Myers Marine has the best selection of flats, bay, and nearshore boats in stock. Fort Myers Marine has been serving Florida's West Coast for over 20 years, with the boats, motors, and trailers to put you on the fish fast. Fort Myers Marine on Fowler Street, just south of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers, or online at ftmyersmarine.com. That's ftmyersmarine.com. Keeping it between the navigational beacons. It's the Boater Map, live with Captain Chris, Johnny Outboard, and Patty P. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN.
338-4326 is the number, 338-4326. And you, yes, you can be part of the Boater Map Live each and every Sunday morning on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you each week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Okay, my name's John, and Crazy John from Crazy Lore will be the ones in the studio with you, as Captain Chris is still missing in action. He's out at sea. Well, not out at sea. He was in a bass tournament. Nobody can find him.
He's still in the weeds.
All right, now we talked a little bit about bait and tackle. Let's talk some weather.
All right, let's talk some weather. I'm going to give you the weather forecast for today. We have a high of 78 degrees today with a slight chance of showers, which is every day in Florida. And we have...
Not really. In the summertime, it rains every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go for months without rain in the wintertime.
Well, I like it.
But that's why we're not weathermen.
That's right. So...
We could be the Weather Girls. That was a band in the 80s.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Raining Men. Don't you remember that song?
No.
All right.
Anyway, we have slight winds at 10 miles an hour out of the north-northeast. So you'll have to duck around some islands to stay out of the wind for you shallow water fishermen. And slight chance of a shower.
All right. So what's that mean to a fisherman?
Well, that means if it have a good wind gust up to 20 miles an hour,
yeah,
you don't want to be out in the channel. You're going to have to hide behind a little break so your boat don't get pushed around so you can fish.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So you want to be stationary.
Well, you want to, yes, for sure. You don't want the wind and the current to push you back so fast.
Right.
You can't fish.
No?
Nope.
How if you anchor?
No, you can anchor. You can anchor, but what if you have 20-mile-an-hour gusts and the big waves are coming over the front of the boat?
It's dragging the anchor.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
No?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. 338-4326, 338-4326. This is the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, NBC Sports Talk Radio. What we do here is talk about all businesses, well, everything nautically related that is mainly to support our advertisers in the Boater Map. And the Boater Map can be seen at theboatermap.com or on the Facebook at the Boater Map. Some of the things that we're going to be talking about, John, in the future, and I want your opinion on these, and your knowledge on them, would be electronic devices for your boat.
Wow.
How important are they?
Very important. I mean, it's got to be one of the most important things on your boat.
Why?
Well, if you didn't have your electronics, you wouldn't know where to go, your GPS positioning, radio in case of an emergency. You need to call somebody. You need to fuel your boat up on a dock. You have to call them. You know, your electronics are very important for navigation around, especially here in Pine Island Sound, Matlacha. We have sandbars. We have oyster bars. Really need to have a unit.
I like
in
an
your boat.
occasional oyster bar.
Would you?
Yeah, I love oysters.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean that? You don't mean the same kind that you go and have a Budweiser and an oyster?
No. You could if you run your boat up. Then,
okay. Then you'd be forced to.
Yeah, then you're forced to. Right. So
go ahead.
Navigational aid. That's exactly what you need. So electronics are highly important to your boat.
What do you think about fish finders?
Yes. Need a fish finder. For
you
sure.
do?
Yes.
Do they work?
They work. They show you the fish.
They say, yeah, they do.
Do you know how they work?
No. Tell us. Hey, that's what this show is all about.
Well, a fish finder is essentially a small sonar derived from back in the days when they used big sonars for
submarine tracking.
Exactly. Or big boat tracking in the Army and Navy.
Or to find
military.
the mines, the sea mines.
Yes. So anyway, it sends out a ping, comes back up, and it shows you how deep your depth is. But they figured out a way to show you objects in the water by the density of the object.
Right.
Which a fish has air in it. Okay?
Of course it does.
Which is called an air bladder.
Okay.
So this ping, this sonar is reading down and is picking up these objects with air in it. And that's what you see. So most unliving objects is not going to have that. So that's going to show up as a fish. So on your screen, you'll have a little fish mark on it.
If fish are traveling in schools, what are some of the fish that travel by themselves and some that go in schools?
Wow, big school of fish, like all your bait fishes, millions. They could be millions in one school by a bridge. Your whole screen will be
Sardines,
black.
for instance, travel in just big packs.
Yes, sardines, all that. Jacks, crevalles around here.
Yeah,
mullet. Everywhere.
Mullet.
That's the fish you see jumping. You know.
Yeah.
Mullet are in big schools. So, as a loner fish would be something like a big grouper. Hiding out in a rock or something like that.
Does the fish finder show a school of fish as one fish, or can you tell?
No, I can tell. It'll show a whole area on your screen, and it'll be a different color depending on how many fish are in that school.
What sort of bait? I'm going to go off subject here. Let's talk tarpon for a minute.
All right, let's talk tarpon.
Where's the best? Where do you fish for tarpon? Oh, Boca Grande, Key West, where?
Boca Grande is probably the most famous spot in the world for tarpon fishing. As we know, the PTTS, which is the Professional Tarpon Tournament Series, goes out of Boca Grande. They catch a lot of tarpon up there in deep water, but a lot of tarpon also caught off the beaches around Pine Island, in the Sound, smaller ones, 40, 50 pounders. Sanibel Lighthouse Point, called Knapp's Point.
Yeah.
Very big tarpon caught there every year.
What's the best bait for tarpon?
There's a couple good baits for tarpon. I like, personally, a blue crab, about 3 inches in diameter, floated under a cork in about a 5-foot leader. And also, another good bait for tarpon is another bait fish they call pilchers, and 5 or 6 inches long, floated under a cork. Probably some of the best baits for tarpon there is.
338-4326 is the number, 338-4326. You can call in and ask us a question, make a comment, teach us something. We are the Boater Map Live here on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you each week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Okay, let's go from tarpon to redfish.
All right, redfish. Redfish are on right now. They're hot right now. A guy came to the shop last night, had a 45-inch redfish.
That's a big fish.
Big fish.
Yeah.
Redfish typically come in schools, like we was talking about earlier, in the fall, October, November, when the water starts cooling down.
Right.
Big schools of redfish come in. It could be hundreds in the school. A good bait for redfish is small pinfish, natural bait out in the bays, cut ladyfish. They cut chunks up and throw them, put them on the bottom in those big schools. The redfish comes, picks them up, and eats them. Very good fish to eat as far as if you wanted to eat one.
Are redfish what type of fish are they?
They're in the drum family.
Uh-huh.
They actually call it a red drum.
Right. Are they good eating?
Very good eating. A
Okay.
lot of people love redfish.
Okay.
So,
And what's the best bait for redfish? That you just said, the lady chop up the...
Yeah, there's another bait fish out there called a ladyfish,
Right.
long, skinny, silver fish. A lot of people cut it up in little 2-inch chunks, throw it on the bottom, catch the fish.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay. And the best, and they're everywhere.
Yeah, right now especially.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want to go, up near the mangroves, out on a sandbar, on an oyster bar, you're probably going to have a good chance of catching the ladyfish. Right?
One of our advertisers who also sells some bait is Venture Out. They're custom charters. They all do offshore and back bay fishing. They are located at Cape Harbor. And all you got to do, walk in. Venture Out is a cool place. They got a little tiki bar outside that you can hang out with. Jay's there a lot. You can have yourself a soda or a beer while you're waiting to go out fishing. You can mention the Boater Map. Walk in there and say, I heard the Boater Map. You get one kayak. Rent 2 kayaks. Get one free. Tarpon fishing special. Speaking of tarpon fishing, you get 10% off your first charter or first 1 dozen shrimp free just by walking in and say we listen to the Boater Map.
So I get a dozen shrimp free if I say I listen to the Boater Map?
I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
I like that.
Mention this ad for 1 dozen free shrimp.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
It is? How much does a dozen shrimp usually cost?
Well, over there, I don't want to say.
All right, so we've caught some redfish. Now let's talk snook.
All right, snook. A little bit harder. A lot of people, snook season, by the way, is going to end November 30th at midnight. So if you're going to catch and keep a snook, you need to do it fast. Because they're going to close the season, from what I'm hearing, to March 1st.
Is that typical or not typical? That's just giving the fish a chance to rebound some, isn't it?
Used to, the snook was open year-round. You remember a couple years ago we had a big hard freeze?
Right.
Killed a lot of tarpon, a lot of fish, so they closed the season for years. Just opened up this year.
Okay.
So everybody was trying to, get them a snook to eat because they hadn't ate one in 3 years. So they say they're very good eating. I've personally never had one. I just like to throw all my fish back. But snook are a little bit more finicky when it comes to being able to catch. So you probably need your good lively bait as far as like a greenback, which is another bait fish, or a jumbo shrimp floated on a free line with no weight.
Yeah. Or my friend of mine caught a snook one year when we went to barbecue him. And when he was cleaning the fish, there was a small trout inside him.
Exactly. They have big appetites. They do.
Sort of like me, then. All right.
So you can go ahead.
But no, you're go ahead.
You can catch a big snook on a ladyfish,
Okay.
a 12, 14-inch ladyfish. Put the whole thing on there.
Right.
Throw it out there. And that's a good bait for them, too.
They like that.
They like it.
Okay. Now, when we're preparing to catch bait, what's your best system for catching blue crab?
Wow.
Chicken?
No. I don't like.
You don't do the chicken?
I think that's a northern.
Is it?
Yeah. Is that people all the time? Oh man, I can't catch no blue crabs. I said, what are you using? Chicken? Yep. I said, no, mullet. That's probably the best bait around.
And what system? Tell me how you go about doing this. You don't throw put a whole mullet on a hook and throw it in the water.
Well, most people are not using that anymore. They're going to buy a trap.
Yeah.
A single trap with 2 doors on it. They're going to go throw it in their canal behind their house or wherever they want to throw it. They're going to stuff it full of cut mullet and let the crabs come in there and the next day pull it up.
Sure.
I've seen some people doing what you said, wrap the string around, throw it out there. I've seen some people catching blue crab on that, but probably not the preferred method down here.
Now, the king area for blue crab is in Maryland area. That's where they have the largest.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference in size between blue crab in that area and here?
Well, I think typically up there you're getting 8 to 9 inches on the back from point to point.
What are you getting here?
4, 5 is a big one. I've seen some really large ones, but they're not as abundant as it is. I think you're cooler weather up there.
Right.
The
that's
water.
what it is. Yeah. Same with lobsters.
Exactly. Same with the lobsters. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
Good Lord, I just That's blue crab does it to me every time. Okay, so we've got some bait and tackle done. We've got some bait fish. What bait fish? Now, when we're going after what are the little shiners? Mm-hmm. How do you catch them?
Well, that's a whole technique to itself. You go grab you some dry chum and some Hayden oil, which is a bait fish oil. You mix it together, make a little patty out of it, throw it out in the shallow water, let it drift out, and then you take a cast net typically, throw on top of the bait fish, haul them in, and go fishing. So,
how many do you usually catch in a scoop?
It really depends, but if you have a decent cast net, say 6 to 8 foot spread on it,
okay,
you could catch literally hundreds in one throw. So
wow, okay,
yeah,
all right.
Very good.
So all right, so that we've handled some fishing, we've talked about bait and tackle. Now let's talk a little bit about shrimping. What do you know about shrimping?
Well, I know a little bit. It's a lot of people down here. I know other places up on the other seaboard,
like Louisiana.
Yeah, you can go into shallow water and actually at night take a flashlight, shine, catch shrimp, dip them up with a dip net.
Really? You mean there's that many of them?
There's that many of them.
And do they respond to the light in any way?
It kind of scares them, and it lets you know where they're at.
Freeze!
Yes, freeze. So it's an easier way to catch them. Here in Southwest Florida, I hadn't heard too many people doing that. I did have a guy the other day catch them in a cast net. But that's atypical of what's going on around here. Most of the time, the shrimpers are going out in big boats.
Right.
In the sound.
Yeah.
And what they
they got those drag nets.
Yeah, they call tick little chains.
Yeah.
And they drag little chains around, and it brings the shrimp up, and they go in the net. So shrimping's a little bit different down here.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, you're listening to the Boater Map Live each and every week on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. It's brought to you by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. You can join us and take part in the show at 338-4326. That's 338-4326. And listen online at thefan.am. Let's give it, we have one of our sponsors is the Twisted Conch. And the Twisted Conch has outside dining and inside dining. They got a tiki bar outside, and they have wonderful food. They also have a special going on where if you mention the Boater Map, you get a complimentary pitcher of beer.
Wow. That is very good. They also have a lot of TVs and stuff.
They got a lot of TVs.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix there.
They do.
Get your sports fix on and get good food.
They do. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit about some of our advertisers on the Boater Map that help you supply, hardware for your boats. We talked a little bit about Marine Trading Post. We got some others to talk about. We'll be right back after this break. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240, 1270, The Fan.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales has been Southwest Florida's premier charter and yacht broker for over 30 years. They can custom tailor your cruise aboard your very own private yacht. For a day, evening, or week-long trip, they can provide what you're looking for. These all-inclusive charters are just waiting. Let them show you Florida from the water side. And if you're looking to purchase, they offer quality vessels that are realistically priced, and they provide unsurpassed service. Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Call 954-816-0171 or find them online at imageyachtcharters.com.
Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard, Cape Coral Parkway. Winner of Best Seafood Market in Southwest Florida. Eat in or take out. This is the freshest seafood in town. Lobster Lady is Cape Coral's premier seafood market and bistro. Fresh fish, delicious shrimp, scallops, crab, and Lobster Lady's famous live North Atlantic lobster. I suggest starting with the famous lobster bisque with 2 ounces of chunked sweet fresh lobster on top. Lobster Lady's newly expanded bar features beers from around the world and a wine menu including varietals by the glass. Celebrate living in paradise. Visit LobsterLadySeafood.com for more information and specials.
Hey, Mary Beth here, the Lobster Lady. And fresh seafood and good wine are my passions. Come in and see our new bar and enjoy the best reasons to live on the Gulf. Seafood. Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
The Lobster Lady, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard and Cape Coral Parkway. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
Sailfish boats at Boaters Landing are built to last. There's no safer or more versatile boat on the water. Sailfish models from 19 to 32 feet available. The Sailfish is great for everything, from tournament fishing to family fun. Powered by Yamaha 4-stroke outboards. Come see the 2014 Sailfish models today at Boaters Landing. Sailfish, demand the difference.
Are you looking for the best bike night on Wednesdays? You'll find it at Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant on Matt Lachey. Old Fish House features fresh off-the-boat seafood in an old Florida atmosphere. Live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights. Plus, Saturdays are exciting Saturdays, featuring a different surprise every week. Old Fish House is right on the water in Matlacha, 4530 Pine Island Road, just after the Matlacha Bridge. From our docks to your table, you won't find fresher seafood. Like them on Facebook or visit oldfishhousemarina.com.
Welcome to Gulf Coast Suzuki Marine Sales and Service and Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida. Gulf Coast Suzuki is the home of the $59 an hour labor rate. That's right, certified marine repair on any vessel for only $59 per hour. Plus, if you're tired of that old boat and want a newer used boat or a brand new vessel, Key Largo Boats of Southwest Florida has your boat, as we are a factory direct outlet. That's 2 great companies and 2 great locations in the Cape. 4419 Del Prado Boulevard and 2635 Pine Island Road. Visit our website or call us at 855-355-BOAT.
The party never ends at Junkanoo on the Beach. Open daily at 11:30 a.m., Junkanoo on the Beach is a full-service restaurant and bar offering open-air dining overlooking the white sandy beach on the Gulf of Mexico, both inside and outside seating, and featuring discounted appetizers every Saturday from 11:30 till 3, plus half-price pizza every Sunday from 11:30 till 3. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6. Junkanoo on the Beach, 3040 Estero Boulevard, Fort Myers Beach. Online at junkanooonthebeach.com.
If motorcycles are your passion, you already know about the Biker Map. Distributed at over 500 Southwest Florida locations, the Biker Map is chock full of your favorite night spots, eateries, and motorcycle sales, service, and repair shops. Now, Biker Map Live is on the air.
Hey, this is Chris with the Biker Map. Be sure to check out the Biker Map Live, making the most of your ride on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Every Sunday morning from 8 to 9.
What do you call your favorite little seafood restaurant with a sports problem? In Cape Coral, they call it the Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar. From the Caribbean to the Cape, the Twisted Conch has you covered with delicious seafood favorites like fresh grouper, mahi-mahi, salmon, or ahi tuna. Enjoy coconut shrimp, bacon-wrapped shrimp, firecracker shrimp, or succulent sea scallops, and cooked-to-order hand-packed burgers, too. Great drink specials, NFL, and college football and live entertainment Thursday through Saturday. The Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar on Southeast 47th Terrace in Cape Coral. To find the fish, you've got to have the right equipment, and that starts with the right boat. Fort Myers Marine has the best selection of flats, bay, and nearshore boats in stock. Fort Myers Marine has been serving Florida's West Coast for over 20 years, with the boats, motors, and trailers to put you on the fish fast. Fort Myers Marine on Fowler Street, just south of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers, or online at ftmyersmarine.com. That's ftmyersmarine.com. Pull up anchor and make the most of your nautical lifestyle. It's the Boater Map, live with Captain Chris, Johnny Outboard, and Patty P. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN.
338-4326. That's 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. You can also listen online at thefan.am. We are sponsored each and every week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. My name's John. I'm your host this morning, along with Crazy John from Crazy Lore. And we would like to offer you a special good morning and encourage you to call in the show and talk all things nautically related. You can see all the businesses that we talk about by going to theboatermap.com or going to Facebook and punching in the Boater Map. And on the line right now is our what we thought was a missing angler. Did
we find him?
We found him. Well, no one's. He's on. He's on the phone, so we don't really know where he is. Rumor has it his son engaged in some 16-year-old shenanigans in a hotel room, tore up the hotel room, and wrenched his neck in the process. Good morning, Chris.
Well, good morning, John and John. How are you doing this morning?
Very good, very good.
We want to hear the story about how your 16-year-old son trashed a hotel room and wrenched his neck.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Now, keep in mind, this is a travel baseball team, an elite team. So I got a call at 3 in the morning that he's has got neck issues out there in Lakeland, Florida. They're in a baseball tournament as we're speaking. Comes to find out they were playing sock baseball in the hotel room.
Of course they were.
But hey, guys, I just wanted to call in just to touch base a little on that Cape Coral Bass tournament that happened yesterday. I know you were talking about it earlier, but that is really for the SYAL which is the Sheriff's Youth Activity Leagues. And that's to sponsor young youths out here that the Sheriff Department in Lee County, Mike Scott,
yes,
and Detective Sylvester Smalls runs to help inner city youth with archery, baseball, bringing them activities, to keep them out of trouble. But that was the 7th annual Lee County Sheriff's Bass Tournament. But one thing I wanted to hit, I know you guys are hitting saltwater now, is to contact, for all you bass fishermen out there, if you want to join a club to do these tournaments.
Where are you on this?
Is the CapeCoralBassClub.com.
Okay. Thank you,
Captain
Chris. You think my co-host, being a world-class bass fisherman, would have this information at the tip of his tongue?
Hey, I'm letting him run with it. He's got it down.
He does. Now, how many? Now, you could catch a limit of 5 fish yesterday. Is that correct?
Yeah, we made. I was with a good friend of mine, Captain Byron Babb, and we came in 6th place out of 38 boats.
Wow.
But the fishing was tough. I mean, we must have caught 30 to 40 bass, but they were all 12 inches legal, and that was it. It was really small.
I thought you could only catch 5.
Yeah, you can only keep 5.
Keep 5.
Yeah,
okay.
weigh in 5. 5 of your
you got to
biggest
weigh in
fish.
5.
Yeah.
And what was your heaviest?
Oh, not probably maybe a pound and a half, if that.
Oh, really? I
ended up being 5,
your
6 was the total weight. I mean, the winning weight was 9 pounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what they said.
But again, for all you bass fishermen out there, that a club like this, the first place was a winning of $2,000.
Nice.
So there's some good pots out there. But I just wanted to really promote the Cape Coral Bass Club. Again, that's CapeCoralBassClub.com or the Cape Coral Bass Club on Facebook. Give Jim a call, the president, if you'd like to sign up. They hit a lot of the local canals, and then some Lake Placid, Okeechobee. Just a great club, growing in numbers. But the more people there is, the bigger the pots are to win in the tournaments, and they take their bass fishing seriously.
They do. So when you're not playing sock baseball in a hotel room, you can be out there bass fishing.
No doubt. Can you believe that? Sock baseball.
All right. Is he grounded?
No. Well, he's not moving at all. He's got a neck brace on, but.
So he is grounded then.
Yes,
he's grounded. He's not moving. I don't have to ground him. He's not going to be moving for a while.
Okay, exactly. All right. Well, we'll see you in a few minutes when we start the Biker Map Live.
I wish I could.
Oh, whatever. Okay, thanks for the call, and we encourage everybody to call in at 338-4326. That's 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map Live here on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. You can also stream us online at thefan.am. We're brought to you each and every week by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. Talk about where we can get parts for a boat.
All right.
You want to start?
Yeah. We have Matos Marine.
Right.
Your friend in the marine business. Have all kind of great parts for your Volvos, for all your boat needs. Actually, I think I'm seeing here, if you mention this ad, you get a 10% off all cash and carry parts.
See that?
Just mentioning the ad.
See that?
You've seen it here.
Okay, that's Matos Marine on Fowler Street.
Oh, yes.
Okay, another place in the Cape is Fix Marine Supply, located on 47th Street, not 47th Terrace, but 47th Street. They have boat lift parts, dock accessories. It's Fix Marine. They are a big supporter of the Boater Map and the Boater Map Live radio show. We want to encourage you to go to see them.
Right. Got Gulfside Marine.
Yeah.
440 Pine Island Road in Matlacha, and they are your Honda Marine outfitters. They have, them Honda Marines, they have a 5-year warranty.
They do. Yeah, that's
very
awesome.
good, very good.
Awesome.
Go see them for all your factory needs for your boat and all your needs for that.
Okay, now if you're fixing your cushions and stuff on your boat, we have Cape Coral Custom Upholstery. They're located on Cape Coral Parkway, right next to, I believe it's Iguanamia. So go see them, Leslie, at Cape Coral Custom Upholstery. They are huge Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I am not, but everybody's got to be a fan of something. So
everybody has to be a fan of something.
That's right.
We have York Road Marine, your full-service boat yard and parts. They have new boat engine sales, repower specialist for you. They also have a big 35-ton lift if you need some repairs. They're located in beautiful St. James City on 3446 York Road.
Okay, you're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. 338-4326 is the number, 338-4326. Each and every week, pardon me, we're brought to you by Inner Charter and Yacht Sales on McGregor. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. You got a flare gun?
I do have a flare gun.
Do you have any other automatic weapons or pistols?
Well, yes. I have a 44.
You do?
Yes.
Now, what do you use that for? To shoot fish or to protect yourself against pirates?
Well, I've never had to use it in said manners.
Okay.
But I do have it just in case something happens. You can use that as a signaling device for if you're in danger.
What do you mean a signaling device? That's what the flare gun's for, you freak.
Hey, no. If you don't have a flare gun, your flare is out of date.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Yell?
You mean fire your gun at 1 minute.
We're going to fire a round in the air. Paul, do you hear me?
At 1 minute intervals.
Okay. Now, if you're going to purchase ammo or need a security guard or, anything that's tactical weapon related, go see the gun negotiator. That's Jesse Morgan. He's on 41 professional security guards, 24/7, round the clock watching, security training. You have to have a license to carry a gun, so they have classes on that.
Concealed
weapons course. They do that there. And he's a big man.
Wow.
You know Jesse?
I don't know.
He's
Jesse.
as big as a house. Okay.
Wow.
So he is located on the corner of 41. I guess you'd say Winkler, right next to the place. It's right across from Super Kmart or Big Kmart, whatever it's called. So that's Tactical Weapons and Southwest Florida Security and Investment Incorporated. Jesse P. Morgan is the owner there. So go see him. In future shows on the Boater Map Live, because we're just about out of time. We've got about 10 minutes left, 7 minutes left, whatever it is. We're going to be talking about offshore boat racing.
Wow. You like offshore boat racing?
No. Yeah. Of course I like everything on the water. But and we're going to also talk about...
there's some great boat, they call them poker races.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah,
locally. I actually been in a couple of the boats. I've been in some Nortex.
Oh, really?
Which are built here locally, too, by the way.
Where are they built?
I think they're out of Pine Island, right in that area there.
Yeah.
They have a factory out there.
Okay.
So that's our local...
They have a factory out on Pine Island that builds those?
They build them here locally.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's cool. We have a good offshore community here for boat racing.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I saw one on one of those... What are they call the cigarette boats? What the offshore boat races themselves? They're only a 2-man. Are they a 2-man or a 4-man?
That one I'm not sure. I know they put a lot of people on some of them boats. So,
yeah, they have racing teams that go along with them. So I think they're 4-man. Anyway, we'll get some more information on that. What about have you ever gone down to Key West and got yourself some lobster?
I've been to Key West, and I guess
Keys. I shouldn't say Key West.
Yeah. And we've got lobsters before. It's a very popular thing to do.
It's easy, isn't it?
Well, it's pretty easy. How long can you hold your breath?
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
But if you've got a tank,
if you got a tank,
you go to Scuba Vice and get a tank. You get free air at Scuba Vice. You know that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're located on McGregor, right across from the Buddha.
Yeah,
you know the Buddha.
I know the big Buddha, big golden Buddha.
The big golden Buddha.
Yeah.
That's where all the best live music is.
I've been in their shop before. It's very nice.
Scuba Vice.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
they got a big tank in there. Do you see his tank?
Yeah, I've seen his tank.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And if you go in there and you say, we heard it on the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, you get your tanks filled for free.
I like that. I'm going in there.
It must be a good amount of money. But anyway, so...
it saves you a pretty good bit.
So tell me about lobster season and lobster trapping.
Well,
because you do
the thrill of catching a lobster, especially in the Keys with the clear water,
right,
is free diving.
Yeah.
Where you hold your breath and you go down there and you tickle the lobster out.
Uh-huh.
And you use a little stick and he crawls out and you grab him.
What?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Now,
you know our lobsters have no claws, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
But where I'm from, I'm a Bostonian, home of the world champion Boston Red Sox.
Very
nice. We have Maine lobsters, and you don't just dive for them. You could, I guess, but the water is treacherous. It is freezing
60
cold.
feet deep, I'm sure,
it's 60 to 100 feet
and then
deep.
they might take your hand off.
And they got big claws.
Big claws, yeah. Down here,
and you just don't scoop them up, and it's not like it's a sunny day, and you go, let's go get some lobsters. That's a wicked big one there, Kyle.
Yeah,
it's not. It doesn't work that way. So tell us the difference in lobster trapping in Florida.
You can set it. I think you can set a trap down here if you
You
wanted.
could. You could.
The lazy way.
Yeah.
But I want you to dive for him.
Tell me how you dive for him.
You hold your breath,
Yeah.
free dive down 10 feet,
Paul,
whatever.
Producer Paul's looking at me now. How long can you hold your breath? I can hold my breath for probably about. I'm done. I just did it.
A minute.
I'm done.
Well, you need some practice.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
go down, you grab your lobster, and you put them in a bag,
Okay.
and then you tote them back to the boat.
Totem.
Tote them. How about swim them back to the
Okay. Some other things we're going to be discussing on the Boater Map Live and the Boater Map, and you can listen to us on 1240 here on 1270 The Fan or thefan.am online, is scuba diving. I want to get a guy that knows about airboats and trapping alligators.
Wow.
You got a man for that?
Yeah, we got a guy.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a guy that knows a guy.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You keep saying that, and each week we're supposed to have a captain on. What's going on
Hey,
with that?
them captains are sleepy for some reason.
Yeah, well, they should be out making money.
They should be making money.
What's your favorite spot to shore fish from? Where is that?
The shore fish from?
Yeah.
It has to be Blind Pass.
That is?
Yeah, north.
What are you catching out there?
Blind Pass, you catch snook, redfish, drum, sharks. I mean, if it swims, it's coming through there.
It is?
Yeah, I love the place, and the water's beautiful.
Okay, so all right, so we so you go. What are you using for bait out there? What are you shore fishing?
I'm using shrimp. I'm using pilchers, greenbacks, pinfish. A lot of variety of. You can even throw artificial out there. I've caught snook out there on artificial too.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful place. I mean, there's shells all around you. The water's clean. You know.
What's your favorite place to pier fish? What's the best pier?
Got to be Bakilia. It's got to be Bakilia.
Well, you don't even hesitate with this.
No,
you know right where you're going when you're talking pier fishing, shore fishing, bass fishing, snook fishing, redfish, red snapper, mangrove snapper.
Well, we are everything nautical, right?
We are.
Yes.
Hello. Of course we are.
Okay, then.
Okay.
That's
all right. So if you missed us, join us each and every Sunday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. We are the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Each and every week, we're brought to you by Image Charters and Yacht Sales. They rent charters, big yachts, and you can take your family and go for a day, a weekend, or a week. Let us show you Florida from the ocean side. You can also listen to us online at thefan.am. Once again, we want to thank you for your participation and see you next week on the Boater Map Live here on 1240, 1270 The Fan.